Tennis is more important to Northern Kentucky's Nick Lang than any other Division I student athlete.
I mean, it's very important. It's more than just a sport. Like, a lot of people just say like, oh, I'm playing a sport just for like a scholarship and stuff. But for me, it's completely different.
It's a sport that helps keep him healthy. Nick was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when he was just 3 years old. According to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, CF is a life-threatening genetic disease that causes persistent lung infections and progressively limits the ability to breathe. A major issue is when mucus in the lungs becomes thick and sticky, so being constantly active is a huge help. That's the main reason Lane got involved with tennis at a young age.
With cystic fibrosis, you spend a lot of your time dealing with the disease. And if we had one sport that they both could play, that would make life a lot easier, where we would just have to run them together to the same court. And basically that's why they both, Alicia and Nicholas, started playing tennis.
Alicia Lang is Nick's older sister. She was diagnosed with CF at age 5. Sharing a disease and a sport certainly brought them closer together than your average sibling duo.
Well, I mean, I was 8 years old when I started. My sister was about 11 years old, and we just had something in common we could both go to. We could both play each other on the outside of taking lessons. It was just my coaches, like when I was little, they all got me involved. They got me liking it by playing games and a bunch of different drills that I liked to do. So it's just something I fell in love with when I was young. Obviously, it was something we could relate to and like something we could use as motivation on the court. Like, we're happy to be out there. It's not like we're just fighting to win, Yeah, we were pretty competitive. She cheated a lot when we played because she hated losing to me because she was the older one. And I don't know. Like, she just didn't like losing to me, and I didn't like losing to her, so we just fought as hard as we could.
Unfortunately, in 2013, those fun brother-sister moments ended. Following a double lung transplant, Alicia Lang passed from an infection at the age of 20.
Yeah, I think about her a lot.
Yeah, when Alicia became an angel, I mean, it was tough. And, the one thing we can say is she's not suffering anymore, There was a lot of pain.
She was in Children's more than she was home.
Yeah.
So.
And with her lungs, they were so scarred up and everything. It's like scar tissue. Like if you have a cut on your arm and you're pulling away that stuff. I mean, every time she breathed, she was pulling away that scar tissue. So she was in a lot of pain. So that's one good thing. She doesn't have to be in that pain anymore.
Even though she's gone, there's a reminder of her close to them every day.
It's under my left bicep. I don't know if you can see in the camera. But so I got it because my dad and my sister, when my sister was 16, my dad, behind my mom's back, took her to get a tattoo, and she got it of a rose, and it said 65 roses. And the significance behind that is because little kids cannot say cystic fibrosis, so they just say 65 roses, and because they're like they don't understand like it's cystic fibrosis, so they say 65 roses. So that's basically the CF slogan, and I got it under my left bicep because I can easily hide it, obviously, and just in case like I need to for some reason. But it's like it's always there. It's close to my heart. Always there with me. His is on his leg, on his calf muscle, and my sister's was on her like lower chest, like lower stomach.
Alicia couldn't play anymore, but that just fueled Nick to continue for her. As of last year, he's the only Division I student athlete in any sport with cystic fibrosis.
I mean, it's always been one of my goals, and I knew I always had it in me to do something like this and to reach this level, but I didn't know that I was actually going to be able to do it, and with my disease and everything. Just because I saw my sister decline, and I thought, hey, maybe I was going to decline too. I don't know.
As technology and medical research improves, so does life for those that suffer from CF. Even though it doesn't seem convenient, medication has helped Nick's condition.
I take 7 of my main pills with lunch and breakfast and dinner, and then I have to take the Monday, Wednesday, Friday one, and then I have to take a vitamin and one for heartburn, because like CF kids are prone to having heartburn, and I have to take more if I eat snack. So if I have a snack, I'll take 5. I'll take a little less just because it's not as much as a meal. So I mean, it's roughly 25 to 30, I'd say, a day.
With more research and awareness, the goal is to find a cure so that the estimated 30,000 people affected by CF in the U.S. don't have to suffer anymore. The Lang family uses his platform as a student athlete in community outreach efforts. In May, Nick led the Great Strides Cystic Fibrosis Foundation 5K across the river in Cincinnati.
Well, I knew beforehand like how great of an honor it was, but then walking over, it was just like a normal walk, you know, like a walk in the park, literally. And so I didn't really think too much about it, and then afterwards I got a bunch of media attention, and it was just like an amazing feeling just to know that I made a huge impact.
Oh yeah, it was great, and it was great to have the Northern Kentucky side come to the Cincinnati side.
Right.
So
Yeah.
because
You know, with awareness, you know, that's what we do all the time. I mean, with the kids growing up, if we were in the line at the grocery store, that girl, you know, she's coughing quite a bit. Does she know she has cystic fibrosis? You know, cough lodging, you know, or a cough drop won't help her because, you know, she has cystic fibrosis, and we got to explain to people in line what CF was. You know, we're very open about it because one day, you know, that person might be asked to donate to the CF Foundation. So they were like, yeah, I remember that kid in the line at the grocery store type of thing. So, you know, that awareness we've always pushed. We've never, you know, hidden the disease at all.
I want to find a cure, obviously. Help find a cure, help raise enough money to provide the research needed to find the cure and to do anything we need to do to find that.
The average life expectancy has continually increased into adulthood, but Lang sees no limit.
I'm going to live until, like, as long as I can. Like, no stat, nothing is going to tell me how long I'm going to live. I'm just going to try to live till I'm 80, 90, 100 years old.